Hi guys, swimming pools are usually associated with vacations, relaxing, and having fun in the water. But not all swimming pools are made for relaxation, guys. Some of them hide deadly dangers that make anyone think twice before jumping in. Here are some of the scariest swimming pools in the world. In first place is the wave pool at Eryulong Shuiyun Park in China, which is often called the Tsunami pool. Here it is, guys. This pool itself is very large and always crowded with visitors, especially during the summer. No kidding. This pool uses a compressed air chamber that pushes thousands of liters of water. It creates huge waves up to 10 feet high and is designed to break just like real ocean waves. This system also creates a strong push and pull, which means swimmers can get swept back and forth and are often pulled underwater. In fact, guys, on July 31st, 2019, the wave control system malfunctioned due to a power outage. As a result, the waves swelled up to nearly 20 feet and caused a total of 44 people to get injured, with 5 of them suffering broken ribs. The water park blamed the power outage, but many people suspect this was purely the operator's fault. Next, there's a swimming pool at the Holiday Inn in Shanghai, which is dubbed the scariest pool in the world. Here it is, guys. This pool is no joke. It's hanging off the side of the building on the 24th floor, with a floor made of transparent glass, close to Shanghai Disney Resort. Even from inside this pool, swimmers can look straight down, from a height of 230 feet or about 70 meters. This pool itself uses a cantilever system, which means it's supported only at the end of a long beam without any support underneath. Even though it's structurally safe and the glass has been reinforced, many hotel guests still don't trust it and choose to avoid this pool. And in fact, rooftop pools like this have actually collapsed before. Specifically, a rooftop pool at the Parador building in Brazil, which was 75 feet long and filled with thousands of gallons of water. In April 2021, residents of the building heard a very loud noise around 10 p.m. When they looked out the window, the rooftop pool of their building had collapsed and the water crashed onto the cars below. It was no small matter. All 270 residents of the building had to be evacuated right then and there. And what's chilling is that some of them had just been swimming in that pool a few hours before it collapsed. Fortunately, there were no fatalities in the incident. Next, there's a swimming pool that will really mess with your mind, guys. This artwork, titled Swimming Pool, can be found at the 21st Century Museum of Contemporary Art in Kanazawa, Japan. At first glance, if you look from above, you'll see people inside the pool. But they're not wet at all, and it looks like there's no way for them to get out. Well, it turns out this is a very clever optical illusion, where under the water's surface there's a layer of glass that acts as the ceiling of a blue room. The water in this pool is only about 4 inches deep, and the room underneath is actually dry. So it gives the illusion of a dry swimming pool even when people are inside. Next, there's Nemo 33 in Brussels, Belgium. It's one of the deepest pools in the world and even makes professional divers scared, guys. It was designed by Belgian engineer John Bernaers and opened on May 2004. This pool immediately held the Guinness World Record as the deepest indoor pool in the world for 10 years. No joke. Its depth reaches 34.5 meters, which is equivalent to a 10-story building, guys. At the bottom, there are caves and underwater simulation tunnels at a depth of 10 meters for training. Not only that, this pool holds 2.5 million liters of water. The pressure at the bottom of this pool is 4 times higher than the pressure on land. That means your whole body feels compressed from all directions, including your lungs. In fact, guys, because of its extreme depth, at least one person has already died in the Nemo 33 pool. And up until now, Nemo 33 is still the 4th deepest pool in the world, after Deep Dive in Dubai, Deep Spot in Poland, and Y40 in Italy. A scarier pool can be found at the Dying Dead Sea Resort in Sichuan Province, China, guys. This resort itself is known as the Chinese version of the Dead Sea. It was built in 2003 using saltwater from a depth of 5,000 meters underground. Well, what makes this place dangerous is that its capacity doesn't match the number of visitors during the summer. For example, on July 28, 2013, China was hit by an extreme heat wave with temperatures reaching more than 38 degrees Celsius. As a result, more than 15,000 tourists flooded this resort, even though the pool's capacity was only for 10,000 people. Due to the extraordinary number of visitors, plus the floats they brought with them, many people ended up getting stuck in the pool and couldn't get out. Besides that, the water in this pool was also considered unhygienic because the cleaning chemicals used were only enough for a few thousand people. On top of that, there were too few lifeguards on duty, so there was a high chance that someone could drown without anyone noticing. At Market Square Tower in Houston, Texas, there's a glass-bottom pool that holds the title of the highest pool in Texas, guys. Not only that, this pool hangs at a height of 500 feet on the 42nd floor with a curved design and no sharp corners. The bottom part juts out 3 meters past the edge of the building, making anyone who swims there feel like they're floating in the air and could fall at any moment. Even though it looks dangerous, this pool is made from 8-inch thick acrylic glass, which is much stronger than regular glass. But even so, many apartment residents still feel scared and nervous about swimming in the pool. Now let's move on to the most terrifying natural pool in the world, which is the Devil's Pool at Victoria Falls on the border of Zambia. Just getting here is already dangerous because you have to climb rocky mountains before reaching the Zambezi River, and then swim along with the current. Victoria Falls itself is 1,708 meters wide and 328 feet high, making it one of the largest waterfalls in the world, with more than 100 million gallons of water falling every minute. No kidding, Devil's Pool is a natural pool that looks calm but is located right at the edge of the waterfall. This place can only be accessed during the dry season, between September and December when the water flow decreases. And what makes it truly extreme is that this pool is only separated from the abyss by a thin rock edge that is slowly being eroded by the strong current. Although it's dangerous, many tourists still swim and sit on the edge for photos. Unfortunately, in 2009, a tour guide was swept over the edge of the waterfall and lost his life. If Nemo 33 already gives you chills, why 40 Deep Joy, located at the Hotel Termi Millepini in Italy, officially holds the world record, guys. Designed by architect Emanuele Boreto and opened on June 5, 2014, this pool immediately took over the Guinness World Record from Nemo 33. Not kidding. Its depth reaches 42.15 meters or 138 feet, which is equivalent to a 14-story building, guys. This pool holds 4,300 cubic meters of water, with 5 main cylindrical sections from Y10 to Y40. Besides that, inside there are various caves and crevices that can even make divers who aren't used to it feel scared and short of breath. And get this, guys. Divers who want to dive into the Y40 cylinder, which is the deepest part of this pool, are required to sign a contract in case anything happens. Because even a small mistake, the diver could sink to the bottom and not have enough time to get back to the surface. Meanwhile, in the middle of this pool, there's an observation tunnel for those of you who want to watch the divers without getting wet. In 2021, one of the most terrifying pools ever created was opened at Embassy Gardens, 9 Elms, London. Its name is Sky Pool, a transparent pool 25 meters long, with its entire base made of acrylic glass 20 centimeters thick. Not only that, this pool is suspended between 2 10-story apartment buildings at a height of 35 meters or 115 feet. The water inside reaches 14,000 liters, and both swimmers and people passing underneath can see each other clearly. This pool itself was developed by the Bellymore Group as part of the Embassy Gardens area around the United States Embassy there. Interestingly, the designer specified that the pool can only be occupied by 19 people at the same time. The question is, what happens if 20 people enter at the same time? We really don't want to know the answer, guys. There you have it, the list of the 13 scariest swimming pools in the world. Hopefully this information is useful, and see you in our next interesting video.